Parker thought it would be a lovely time to stop by and sit on my desk. But this is the Switch version. I already played the PC version of Neko Navy. The big difference in the Switch version, other than being, you know, on the Switch, obviously, it has a new infinite mode, which I'm probably going to stray away from while playing. I haven't played it much, so I'm going to be a little bit out of practice, actually. But you know, we'll take a quick peek at it, right? But I'm mostly just going to play the arcade mode. I'm not a big fan of the infinite stuff, but I guess they got some new backgrounds and stuff. I don't entirely know what's new with the infinite mode because I haven't played it too much. I figured I would save it for a stream, and so here we are. Hi, Parker. Oops. Ow. The thing I'm not a huge fan of in the infinite mode. It is in fact one hit. You only get one hit, so. Parskins. Parskins, please. Please. By the way, the name of this developer, Death Mofu Mofu. Mofu Mofu is like the sound of like fluff. It's hard to describe. Japanese has a lot of like onomatopoeias, and Mofu Mofu was like fluff, being fluffy, so it's Death Fluffy. So I'm just gonna go to an arcade mode. And pro tip, when you play a shoot 'em up, especially, you know, bullet hell style stuff, play on easy mode the first time, for Pete's sake. So we're gonna be Moogie. First things first, I just want to unlock the 3 extra cats. So the 6 playable cats. Moogie's kind of your standard balanced character. I really want to unlock the extra characters before I bother with hard mode and stuff. I usually play as, I forget her name, Eugene? The cat girl one with the full screen clear. She is what I usually play as. Jinzoku or whatever it's called. The catfish, spoilers I guess. The catfish is incredibly hard to play as. You saw him in the other stream, so it's ridiculous. The infinite mode is literally infinite. The contacts are random. You have one max life. Ow! Yes. That's also gonna be a thing. Reading chat will get me killed. I could pause the game, but that kind of also ruins your focus. Plus I have Parker here, so Parker's gonna get me killed. Bets for chat. Who will get me killed more, Parker or chat? In fact, let me move over chat. Oh god, what, okay. For some reason start, or like plus isn't start, it's the X button. It's so you don't have to move your thumb. It actually makes a lot of sense, but I just forgot about that. Hey Jackie from Fruit Bat Factory's in the chat there. Thanks for stopping in. They publish a lot of cool indie stuff. Doujin games, they're called. Japanese indie stuff. Battle of the Human Tanks is the game that Avatar is from, which I need to do videos on those. I wasn't sure how to do them, because like, they're like half VN, half like Battleship, not Minesweeper. They're like half Battleship, like competitive Battleship. Well, I guess Battleship is inherently competitive, but like Battleship with like actual gameplay instead of just basically guessing. Are those supposed to be cactus? Yes. You will notice the enemies are very random. Literally random. Oh, I keep forgetting. So in this game, bombs. Shoot 'em ups are a complicated thing, and sometimes bombs, like. I can't talk and play, apparently. Sometimes bombs are the key to getting a good score. Sometimes bombs are pretty score neutral, and they're just kind of like a safety mechanic. And sometimes bombs actually nuke your score. Bullet Heaven, for example, at least Bullet Heaven 2, bombs completely nuke your score. Ideally, you never want to use a bomb. In this game, bombs are critical to scoring. So I actually was doing something very dumb and not bothering to bomb there. I'm not really super back into... I beat this game on hard mode, but that was a while ago on PC, so you're gonna be kind of getting the experience of getting back into shoot 'em up. So my advice, pretty much always start with easy. A lot of these games, that's really how you're supposed to play shoot 'em ups. Most games, you know, normal is what you're supposed to start on. And you know, most people never bother with hard. With shoot 'em ups, it's more of an iterative experience. You kind of start with as hard as you can handle to start with, and you keep getting better and better. And it's not really a beat the game once and, you know, put it on the shelf forever kind of thing. You kind of challenge yourself to get better at it. And I know that's kind of, you know, self-set challenges most people not very good at. I keep forgetting to bomb, dang it. Where the enemy's based off of? I don't think there's really a consistent theme. There's cactuses, there's donuts. I mean, I don't know. They're just kind of things. Characters based on cats, obviously, but... Also, I really like the music. I think a critical part of shoot 'em ups is to... Oh, God damn it. is to not run into things, but is also to have really good music. It just puts you in a good, like, zen state and lets you focus on the game. Also, I think the borders, not that they're a big deal, but I think the borders are new for the Switch thing. They're animated borders, whether you like that or not. I think you can turn the borders off. That's just kind of a thing. Like, shoot 'em ups, the width of the screen is critical to gameplay, goddammit. So, a lot of the times people don't understand the borders, and that's why, like, if this game added extra width, it would be a different game. Not drastically different, because it's not a vertical shoot 'em up. But especially for vertical shoot 'em ups, if you wonder why there's so much quote-unquote wasted space, that's just how the game's meant to be played. And ideally, you would play it with a vertical monitor. A lot of vertical shoot 'em ups are in fact designed for, you know, arcade cabinets where the screen just is vertical. And a lot of times you can actually rotate the screen, and so if you have a vertical display, you can play them quote-unquote properly. There's a lot of cactuses, yes, but there's different worlds with different themes. So this is the this is Medical Day. This one has my favorite boss in the game. You'll see why. The music is just very calming, especially in these early levels. I really like the chill vibe of it. And it kind of gets more intense as the game goes on. It really gives you a good mood. Also, I think I put chat in the wrong place for the stream, because I tend to kind of focus on the right side of the screen in this game, and I put chat over on the left. So maybe what I should do is... Oh. I gotta remind myself to freaking bomb. Caterpillars? Yeah, it's true. Maybe that is. Cactus, caterpillars. There's also like pills. So I don't know. Not to rain on that parade. Except it was post. Yes, it did. There's definitely a lot of cat faces on the enemies. Oop, oop. Don't have a bomb yet. See, like I said, if you pause, it gets in your head. Oh, and so the way bombs, the reason bombs are better for score, bullets get erased and they turn into these gold things, and also the little cat things. The cat things refill your bombs. And if you defeat an enemy with a bomb, instead they give you these gold things that are way better for score. I don't remember the exact amount. You also get points for being brave, which means defeating an enemy really close. It's a bonus 1-up on one of these things. I can never remember which one it is. Well, this game has achievements, which I really appreciate for a shoot 'em up. A lot of people, I think, have trouble enjoying shoot 'em ups because there's no, like, clear goal. Like, a lot of people don't consider beat the game and get better and get higher points, like, a goal. So, I think achievements really help you kind of figure out the game, especially if they're well done and, like, you know, encourage different styles of play and all that kind of stuff. The achievements seem to do in this game. I haven't looked at all of them. But lungs! That's what your lungs look like, kids. I think it's around this wave. I don't have that bomb reflex back. Oh well. Oops. I moved chat so I could read it easier, and then I forget to look at chat. Sorry about that. Well, I've been making food fantasy is pretty much toast now. Oops. There we go. There's me at the bottom. Hooray. I swear I can beat this game. I swear I'm good at video games. Oh, hey, we got a credit. And that's another thing I like in a lot of shoot 'em ups do. They'll give you more character, or they'll give you more credits based on... Usually it's the total amount of score you've collected. So you'll probably be unable to credit feed your way through the first playthrough, unless you're already pretty dang good. Because that's the problem. A lot of shoot 'em ups kind of really got screwed over in the 360 era. Sony didn't want them on PS3, at least not vertical ones, because they didn't use the whole screen. And so that's why Cave ended up with 360 exclusives, as odd as that otherwise would be. And a lot of reviewers also, they would like play Cave games and they would like just credit feed through a single playthrough, and they would just be like, oh, I'm done with the game now. It was so easy because I played it on easy and I credit fed, so it's an easy game. And it's just... Shoot 'em ups is definitely a genre that's easy to like play wrong. And I know they say that if you don't, you know, you can't play anything wrong if you're having fun, but a lot of people, you know, they don't play it in an enjoyable way. So I do think it is possible to play a game wrong if, you know, there's a way that would be fun and you're playing it in a way that's not fun. Like playing Final Fantasy VII and never equipping a materia, assuming that's not like a challenge run, like that's a bad way to play Final Fantasy VII. Is that even possible? It probably is with items, I guess, but I can't imagine it's a particularly enjoyable experience. What is the point of the game? The point, I'm not even sure how to answer that. I mean, it's a game. You dodge the bullets, you defeat the things that shoot the bullets at you, and you try not to die, and you try to win. I mean, the overarching goal is, I guess, you know, your first goal is to beat the game. Your second goal is maybe to 1 credit clear the game. And the ultimate goal is just, you know, get the best possible score you can. And there's a bunch of achievements and stuff you can do. That kind of ties into what I was saying. There's achievements that kind of give you, if you don't know how to play these kind of things, they're going to give you something to go for. I really like that. So I guess, like you said, you know, not everybody like fully understands the vibe of these. That's why I kind of recommend. Bullet Heaven is a really good series to start with if you've never played a shoot 'em up or a bullet hell kind of game. They're very accessible, very beginner friendly, lots of options. And by accessible, I don't necessarily mean easy. Bullet Heaven, especially Bullet Heaven 2 on the hardest difficulty, super hard game. But what it is, it has a nice wide range of difficulties, so you can start as a beginner and still feel challenged all the way up to, you know, a very high level of skill. I don't think it started 115 seconds ago. That sounds a bit short. But it does show, just below the video, it shows how long I've been streaming. I'm not sure why that's such a common question. Especially granted that it's, you know, on screen, but a lot of people seem to miss that stuff. Something I noticed on YouTube is, like, I don't think most people stream on YouTube, so... Like, a lot of people seem unfamiliar with how YouTube streaming works, whereas on Twitch, those questions weren't really a thing. I mean, Twitch is only streaming, basically. I mean, they have uploads, but nobody watches those. Parker. Oh, I keep pressing the start button. Parskins. Over here. I guess I should mention this game is on, this is on Steam as well as on Switch. Digital for both. Oops. Is it on anything else? I don't believe it is. In fact, if Jack is still in the chat, does Fruitbat publish stuff? This is the first game I'm aware of that they published for Switch. Usually they're on PC. No, we just got a 1-up for, I don't know how many points that is. 100 million? I like that one thing I really like about this game is how that, notice that my leftmost digit is red. A lot of times scores are like impossible to read in these games, right? In this one, you can just kind of compare, like, oh, I got a red 1. Last time I didn't even get a red digit, so that's clearly an improvement. And, you know, you get, you know, it's kind of a shorthand. Though some, 1,000 separators would help too. But in Japanese, those aren't a thing, so I assume that's why they're missing. Especially with this guy, I never fully understood why they don't just add 1,000 separators. Like, they'll use English for so much stuff, but like 1,000 separators would, when you're dealing 1 billion damage and you're like it's very often the case in Disgaea that I genuinely don't know what order of magnitude of damage I've dealt. And yes, that can matter in an extreme amount in Disgaea. So, yeah. Getting to bomb. There's some later levels that I'm much better at bombing in. I really like the, what's it called? The meat level? The meat zone. It's, you can pretty much constantly bomb in there, and it's just point heaven. Kind of like this, but better. Also, you kind of want to wait till more bullets are on screen, which is less of a thing in easy mode, actually, which is probably why I'm so hesitant to bomb, actually. I kind of wait for there to be lots of bullets on screen for more points, but since I'm playing easy mode, there usually aren't a ton of bullets on screen anyway. This is a little bit close. So this cat has like, this is like the wide fire, good for trash mobs, bad for focus damage, and I'm not used to not killing these things really quickly. It's kind of scary. Well, not really quickly. They're supposed to have a little bit of beef to them. Meat song is the best. Yeah, I really like all the music, honestly. Yeah, once the red digit kind of tells you, that's when you start getting one more. You get, every time that red digit iterates, I'll get another life. Which won't happen super often in easy mode, it's more of a thing. Obviously in harder difficulties you get more points. I think that last one might have been, I forget which one. Best boss, by the way. There was none! There's actually a secret. I think it's only a normal, you have to get a certain score early on, I think, to activate the secret. And there will actually be a boss there, if I recall correctly. There's kind of a second mode. I think they call it like backstage mode or something. If you get a high enough score in stage 1, I believe it is. This is the meat stage. The music is really good here. I think the final stage music is my favorite, but this is good too. In fact, I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. No physical for Final Fantasy X-2 HD Remaster. Didn't that already come out for PS4? I think I got the physical copy of that for PS3. Oh no! God damn it! I pressed the start button instead of the bomb button, and then I picked the restart option instead of the resume game button. Crap. Well, we were like 4/7 through the game or something, but oops. I've done that twice now, by the way. I think the restart is a little too close. I also think I accidentally did the restart button combo once. I forget what the combo is. I'm scared I'm gonna press it on accident now. I think it's, yeah, it's all 3 buttons at once. Alright, so gotta make sure to not do that. Oops. Uh-oh. I broke it. Guys, I broke it. There we go. In fact, can I remap that pause button? Yes, I can. Okay. We're gonna remap that pause button so I don't do that again. There we go. There we go. Hey, Grayson. I don't think these controls are different from the way it's on PC. And I think I'm pressing the PC buttons, which is my problem. I've played the game a sizable amount on PC. In fact, let me check. Let me look right now. Steam will know. Steam knows all. Wait, how do I see how long I played a game on Steam? I know it tracks that. Oh, 9 hours. There we go. just nice, peaceful start to a game about cats fighting giant toothpaste beasts. Yeah, I can see why this game makes it easy to reset. A lot of shoot 'em up games do that because, you know, if you're going for a score run and you die in the first, like, you know, well, anything, if you're going for a high score run, I guess, you know, you'd want to be able to do that. But that's not what I meant to do. Hello, friends. I feel bad for killing the power-up dude because he's, like, just trying to kind of give you a power-up, but you gotta blow him up to get the power-up, so. Nothing personnel, kid. Also, I used to think this boss made like wobbling sounds, but no, that's just me collecting the cats. The cats make that noise. Also, the collecting gold sound effect is very satisfying, which it should be. Look at that belly fluff, though. Don't you just want to pet it? Also, shoutouts to this game for making the hitbox very clear. I don't. It bugs the crap out of me when games. What was I just playing? I was just playing a thing where the hitbox was really unclear. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I need to see a very clear hitbox for something like this. And the worst is when, like, your hitbox is not super tiny, because that's just rude, honestly. Hey, Capitalist. You gotta love the faces on the caterpillars. I kind of regret playing on easy. I didn't know I was going to be replaying it again so quick because I would hit the reset button. Should pick normal. But oh well. I like how often this game calls you brave, by the way. Assuming you're actually brave anyway. But what's all this about Final Fantasy X Remaster for PS4? I thought that was already a thing. I kind of feel bad for this boss. It's just a smiling tulip thing, but we must obliterate it. The remaster's coming to Switch? Oh, I see. Yeah, I imagine that probably just wouldn't fit. It's Flowey. That's a good enough excuse. Day 3 medication. I really love that, like, out of context. Not that there's really any more sensible in context now that I think about it. Look at those lovely plants outside, though. Oh, I know to see the ring. I just usually do that during boss fights when I just, like, want to bomb now. If you hear that weird sound, that's just me mashing the bomb button. Bring your health insurance card. Nurse, this is horrible. This man doesn't have insurance. So I can't tell if that's supposed to be a cat or dog poster in the background. Well, not poster, x-ray. I can never remember which one the extra life is on. It's after the little fuzzipede things. I remember that much. I think it's the last in a row. After these boys. Ow! What even hit? Oh, whatever. No? I forget how to get it. I just got it. I just got it when this came out to see, but... Ooh. No, I think it's this way. I think it was this wave of fuzzipedes. Aw, right. Aw, I thought it was the right one. It was the left one. Okay, that's the one it was. Second wave of fuzzipedes on the left. Got it. There was none. I just noticed Parker left some random letters in my Discord chat. He's a talkative boy. Even in text. All right. Forget about the Brave bonus. Parker's words per minute. Many. Depends if you mean like letters per minute, very high. Words per minute, very low. Toe beans per minute, exactly. I think Parker would like this level a lot. It's also frogs. What are these frogs and birds doing in the meat factory anyway? It doesn't seem like a safe place to be for, you know, animals. They want to be the meats. Everybody says you're the meat. I want to be the meat too. Can't quite tell what is being said when you get the level, when you get a 1-up. Is it Neko gain, I think? Oh, yes. I'm seeing all this, the cats and golds in high difficulty levels is a very satisfying experience. Live lump of flesh. I figured I would just go through all 3 difficulties on stream. So I'll just play normal after this and then hard mode. And once I get, is it Eugene? I think it is. I'll do infinite mode again, but that's my usual character. Ah, I just about had that bomb. I don't usually play as this cat. His amount of frontal damage is a lot lower than I expect. Mr. Hamman is a good boss. I love the boss of the next one too. All the bosses are pretty good actually. You gotta love the gold stage with the like Hank Hill cat guy. Alright, so these boys, the Oreo dudes, or not Oreo, donut dudes, Very good for points, but you need a bomb, at least on high levels, high difficulties. Very bad to not have a bomb ready to go.
Resident Evil TV show? Oh no.
Honestly, Resident Evil, it's like, you know what, there's already the movies. Flipped out and went all black for a second. I was scared my like graphics card crapped out. Stream still seems to be alright. Dropped 1% of frames, which is about average, unfortunately. Or typical, I would say. Maybe not average. They're just standard dumb like horror action stuff. Not even really horror action, just regular action. Oh god. This is like my favorite spot to get points. Is that our second one-up in just this level, too? So many points. Alright, lost time. First movie yeah, the first movie was like a horror thing, but like after that, it was just kind of like random stuff. Quadruped celebrity tank. Look at him go. I'm so proud of him. He's got missile launchers on his car, though, so unfortunately we gotta take him down. Is that me? Oh, I'm not used to those missiles getting that close. This is not my usual cat choice. You're also invincible for a little bit when you bomb. Each cat has a different bomb, too. This one's just a generic full screen clear. Fairly short, not the best for points. Miracles is actually really good for points. Wait, no. I forget what Miracles is. Mugi is the one I'm thinking of. Miracle lasts really long, but only clears a certain area of bullets. And Eugene's got a full screen as well, I recall. Yeah. Part of the reason I played easy is because I really want to unlock Eugene real quick. I'll go normal after this. That should be fine with my extra credit here. What's your favorite Resident Evil, chat? I'm not even sure myself, I guess. I think after... Well, I guess Final Fantasy VII is supposed to be good, right? I haven't played it, actually. I don't have it, actually. But everything I heard about 6, I was just like, eh. It's kind of been... It was kind of the slowest shark jump in game... I left it, chat. That's my excuse. Love the music here. Like, honestly... I think Resident Evil 4 kind of started the downward trend towards what 6 would eventually be. It was a bit too silly. It was still a great game. And it's like one of those cases, like, it's a really good game, but is it a good game in that series? I mean, it's still great, but I don't know. I don't like the direction it eventually took. But that said, I still enjoyed Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5, I think, gets maybe more crap than it deserves. I think Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 5 is a little underrated, and 4 is a little overrated, actually. Crap. The problem with 5 is that you really have to play it with a friend. You can't play it single player. It's just, you don't do that. Do not recommend. But Resident Evil 5 with a friend is a fantastic experience. believe we're fighting Mitch McConnell here. End the shutdown, Mitch. It's funny because he's a turtle. I heard 7 was good as well. Price has gone down a lot. Yeah, it's one of those series that usually does go down in price. Whoa. I need to get 7 at some point. I played the kitchen demo for VR. That was kind of neat. I'm sure the actual game is nothing really like that, but it sounds like it went in a really interesting, more horror-focused direction. I really love the art style in this game too. It just has so much personality to it. It's kind of that Earthboundy kind of drawing aesthetic to it. Oop. Oh god. Oh, that was bad. That was real bad. Also, I love there's literally the kitchen sink in the background on occasions. Oops. Sometimes a bomb early, and that happens. You gotta have a sunfish. You really do. Alright. Okay, I feel much safer now that I have the plus key. Potato massive. Now this is basically that one Kirby boss. You know the one I mean? It's like a much harder version of that. Right, which boss is it? I can't remember which Kirby game it's in, but I know there's a boss like this. It's a Squeak Squad that has that, right? Oh god. Usually I would bomb and like get all up in. Moogie has like a longer thing, so one thing I like to do is bomb and then just like get up inside the boss during your invincibility frames. This cat's bomb is pretty short though, so it's a bit riskier. Moogie, you can do that a lot with. But this boss you can get so many bombs on. I think you can also tell how close your bomb is to charging from the wobbly sound effects. I think they get higher pitch as you get closer. Heavy mole. Yeah, Kirby's Adventure? Yeah, that's it. I think there's another game that has one like that. Kirby likes the callbacks. Rip mole. Not doing too bad. I should be just fine for normal. I haven't played hard in a while though. I don't know why, but this level just reminded me of this guy, or not this guy. Can't say the right series this stream. Xenosaga. I want to replay those at some point. I keep hoping they'll do a HD remaster thing. Really like the music in this place. Not just the Mega Man style of like the exact same boss. They're different. Another game with a great example of something like this is Hitogata Happa. One of my favorite bullet hell games. One of my favorite games in general. I just love that game. Why do I keep falling for that? Get out of here, buddy. Oh, Pete's sake. Oh, please. Oh. Get out of here. Please die. Come on. I swear I don't usually die 50 times to that same boss. Alright. 'Cause, like, I don't know. 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 I don't know love the like angry cactuses now. The cacti, the cacti have evolved to angry mode. Now, what are these things? These are like real monsters. Goodbye score. What was I? What was I up to? Like 4 million? Oh well. Alright, it's time. Well, this isn't really the final thing quite yet, but... 8 billion? One thing I wasn't sure in this, if I win now, or surely I'll have a lower score than I had there. Does it record the score, the highest score in the run, or does it record the last score? Like, would I have had to die there? Like, to end my game there to keep that score? I forget if that's how it works or not. Not really a big deal. That wasn't an amazing score by any means. Obviously, if you don't finish the game, you know, it's always going to be leaderboard stuff. It's your end score? Alright, that's what I thought. I think that the boss is just a nuke. And for some reason, it's capable of shooting other bullets. Unfortunately, this... dang it. This cat's specialty is not bosses. I just kind of picked him for easy mode. Even though boss is the only really threatening thing in easy mode, so he's kind of the worst for easy mode. I just picked him for easy mode because I don't usually use him. Tsuchinko is a... I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's a Japanese cryptid thing. You actually get this as like an unlockable item or like thing in Yomawari. I need to play the second Yomawari game. I love that, but I wasn't sure what to do with it for videos. Because people don't like horror games and like videos, and it makes me sad. I like horror games, but most people, you know, don't. But I can just do like a quick look thing. I was really expecting to just bump into him, because I usually do that. I love this. Boop. Bloop. Thanks, buddy. Oh yeah, I was 2 lives clear, but 1 credit clear, wasn't I? Oh well. I wasn't even playing with my right character, so... Oh, and they all have their own little scenes for bringing back the snack. It was all that mid boss. I would have been perfectly fine if I hadn't messed up that mid boss so bad. I usually lose at least 1 life to that mid boss, though, to be perfectly honest. I lose more lives to that boss than the final boss, probably. Alright, now for normal mode. I forget who I get for the first clear. Each time you beat the game, you get a new fighter. Kairi. I usually use Eugene. I completely forget what Eugene or Kairi has for a bomb, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We have an extra credit now, so it's not a big deal. Even if I completely bomb the boss like that before. Alright. Oh, I picked normal this time. At least I think that's. I don't think. No. I don't think it matters which. I think just beating the game unlocks them, right? I don't think it matters which difficulty you're on to unlock the cats. I forget which difficulties I played when I first went through, but I'm pretty sure it was just every time I beat the game. I'm not used to his attack style. It's kind of weird. Well, not weird, but it's not what I'm used to while playing this game. I always liked when these games have the kind of, oh right, he just has like a mega homing shot. I like when these have like lots of different fire modes. This is one of the reasons I like Hippo Gotta Happa a lot. It's got 13 different characters with all totally different types of shots and different bomb strengths, and it's really interesting. And 2 different shots, types of shots per characters too. So. I've got this crazy score run videos on YouTube of the swordfish cat on hard mode. That's in any of these shoot 'em up games. If there's a melee character, they're always going to be the best for score. Oh god damn it! Do I want to take that hit? Do I want to take that hit? Oh whatever. I have credits. I'll be fine. That might doom a 1 credit clear run, but whatever. I want to get my characters back. I see Discord talking about Final Fantasy X. I never actually got all of the celestial weapons fully powered up. I find it really... Okay. We're restarting this run. I really like Final Fantasy X a lot, but it's pretty much inarguably the worst like mini games and like extra content in the series, which is such a shame because the sphere grid is so good. There's so much cool stuff you could do with the combat, but the super bosses I don't find super fun. And the mini games, oh my gosh, the Chocobo thing is a nightmare. The Thunder Plains thing. Hi, Parker. I'm doing things. I'm doing cat things. That's right. Parker wants to know why he's not a playable character. That's right, you tell him. Alright, Parker, I need you to not be in front of the screen right now. Thank you. Woo! No, that is exactly not. That is exactly the opposite of what I just requested. Thanks. Parker, please. Avoid lightning. Yes, that's for Lulu's thing. I never did that. That's right. That's right. On PS2, I just cheated to get the celestial weapons, but not an option. I kind of can't believe they didn't make like a mode or something where you just could not do those, or like they didn't really change those for the HD remaster, which usually things like that aren't. But come on, man. Make it like 20 dodges of lightning. The furthest I got in extra content, I think I got but did not power up all of the celestial weapons. I got all of the summons at least, but beyond that, I mean, I beat Omega Weapon, who is actually really weak in that game. In fact, I think you can overkill him in 1 hit. Like, as long as you have Anima, I think he's pretty much dead in 1 hit. But Penance, never beat Penance. That is pretty much the definition of not fun. His bomb is really weird, and I don't I don't really like it, honestly, but why not show him off? And yeah, he only clears the bullets with the shot. The bombs all clear bullets differently. It's not always a full screen clear. I'm usually fine with the homing things. Like, I love the toothpaste laser in Raiden, but I'm pretty much all about Eugene in this. Whoa. I love these trucks. I'm just having a great time. And I'm obliterating them. Are we the baddies? Whoa. That was not on purpose, to be perfectly honest. I was not trying to graze. Which isn't exactly a mechanic. The brave is kind of your equivalent of grazing in this. You gotta be near the enemy when it blows up. I don't believe there's bullet grazing, though. Depending on which bomb method you need to be near the bullets to clear them anyway. I'm not the biggest fan of grazing, honestly. Mainly because it leads to boss milking being a major score method. A lot of games have various methods to reduce or eliminate boss milking, but boss milking is like the least fun thing in existence to me. Oh yeah, for anybody not aware, we're finishing up Kingdom Hearts 1 tomorrow. Yeah, yes! You trying to get me killed? Yes, you are. Sabotage. Sabotage. Yes. Just stay calm. Here. Stay calm like the music. Also, I'm like falling down on my chair here. That's better. I never know when to bomb with this guy. I guess just bombing frequently is generally a good option in this game. You get a lot of bombs. Also, you probably bomb more times in one level of this game than most shoot-em-ups let you do in like a full playthrough. It's actually pretty nice, because I usually get really stressed out about when to use bombs, and I err very strongly on the side of getting hit instead of using the bomb, which is a very bad thing to do. So I like just being able to go nuts with the bombs. In fact, there's even an achievement for bombing X amount of times in a level, and it's really easy to get in the gold level, or even just like this level. As you can see, he is so much stronger for... Part of the trouble I had with that last cat is probably just because of the wide shot and just not a lot of focus damage. As you can see, even on normal mode, this cat does so much more damage. In fact, I'm not sure if things even have more HP on normal mode or not. I think it might just be the revenge bullets and significantly increased amounts of bullets. I could be wrong, though. I probably am wrong. That's definitely not the most significant thing, if it is a thing. I love when you can get the bullets to go in circles. I don't think enemy HP ever changes. I don't think it does, but I have definitely not, like, tested. I always thought changing enemy HP is one of the least interesting ways to add difficulty. It's certainly a way to make... Reducing HP is definitely a way to make things easier. But just adding more HP... oh, I missed the one up, didn't I? Adding more HP... It tends to just make things slower. In fact, some really good hard modes I've seen actually speed things up. And that was actually something really cool. I think the original Hyperdimension Neptunia on PS3, I think, did that, where you and enemies take more damage on hard mode. So battles are faster but more tense. And I think that's interesting. Just making everything a bullet sponge is a really unfun way to do things. And that's why True Vault Hunter mode playthrough like 2.5 or whatever the heck is really annoying in Borderlands 2. Honestly, that's the biggest thing I hope Borderlands 3 fixes up, is the True Vault Hunter mode. Just everything being a bullet sponge. Especially because that makes the elements not work as well. And I'm all about those elemental shots. It was just, you had to use slag and it was just... I wonder how many different games I reference in like any individual stream. Seems pretty high, but high amount of gaming knowledge required to fully appreciate my ramblings. And just NG Plus is annoying to play in Borderlands. Yeah, regular Vault Hunter mode. What is it? Vault Hunter mode and True Vault Hunter mode? I don't remember what they call it. By the end of regular New Game Plus, like fire damage over time is almost pointless. But once you get to playthrough 3, it is egregious, and slag is just hard required. And slag is a cool mechanic, but once it's required, it stops being like a fun tactic and is just like, oh, it's an obligation now. So I really hope Borderlands 3 tidies that up. I can't believe Borderlands 3 is not like a thing yet, by the way, especially with how successful Destiny was and all that crap. Especially how much they could capitalize on being not Destiny. As ironic as those two combined may seem. Yeah, exactly. The New Game Plus in Borderlands 2 kind of goes from like really wide open gameplay where you can do what you want to do to like almost like a Call of Duty style, like there is a definite best way to every situation and you have a really limited number of options. And it's not what you want in a loot-based shooter. I love this bacon snake, by the way. Looks a little undercooked, though. By the way, for some reason, the gold boss has like 5 times as much health as all the other bosses, I swear. What is Anthem, anyway? I think that's one of the things I've been seeing ads for. Obviously, BL3 isn't going to come out, like, within months anyway. It would be... It's not even officially, like... Well, I mean, it's announced that it's in development, but I think that's all we have at this point. Anthem is BioWare's newest game. Oh. But it's Bio. I'm so I know a lot of people think BioWare is the best thing ever, but like BioShock Infinite, I'm sorry, I'm not I'm not really interested anymore, sorry. I mean, maybe it's good. I hope it is good, but BioWare, Wait, who makes BioShock then? Am I getting this mixed up? Maybe I am. Guys, I don't play AAA games very much. I'm sorry. Western AAA stuff is not really my wheelhouse. 2K game. Oh yeah. Irrational Games. That's what I'm thinking of. What the hell does BioWare make then? Oh right, that's Mass Effect, right? I'm not really super into them either. Not after Mass Effect 3. And then Andromeda. Wait, were they involved in Andromeda? Or was that like an EA being weird thing? I don't really play EA games. BioWare makes Western RPGs before The Witcher eclipsed them. What, is it like a loot-based shooter like Borderlands, or is it just like a generic shooter or what? Andromeda's kind of a shame though, because like, if any series needed like a soft reboot, it really was Mass Effect. But they kind of messed it up. Oh god. Get that out of here. I feel so sorry for him. I feel so sorry for this boss when he's all like beat up. Okay, that went much smoother. This guy does a lot of. This guy's really good for taking out bosses. I feel like the Path of Exile meta, there are many ways to get to life attention. I never really played Path of Exile. I think Borderlands 2 playthrough 1 was really near perfect for that kind of gameplay. There was a lot of choice involved. Oh right, I don't clear bullets. Well, I do clear bullets, but like only in front of me. That's gonna be potentially a problem in this stage. I usually kind of depend on being able to clear bullets in this one. I like that there's so many different options though. I really like when shoot 'em ups let you know, play through with different characters and stuff. And like different, you know, bullet types at least. Speaking of, oh crap, what's that game's name? Caladrius? The game had a lot of different, oh, I was blabbing and not paying attention. A lot of different options. It's a really weird game and really inappropriate mix of themes, shall we say. But, gameplay-wise, it's fine. And you can turn off the stupid stuff. You can turn off the story and the mechanics that are dumb. So that's nice. So these Mega Donuts are very good for score, if you can use a bomb on them anyway. Mr. Turtle. It's like a cat turtle. I love the SNES, like, or more like Genesis 3D, I guess. Oh god, I don't have a bomb. Why don't I have a bomb? That was scary. That was scary. I thought I had a bomb. Oh, frick. Phew. I kind of like that kind of like quote-unquote 3D thing where it's like a bunch of sprites taped together. It's a pretty cute effect. Remember when Assassin's Creed used to be good? I actually noped out. I didn't nope out. I was a little bit. I played Assassin's Creed 1. I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool. But Assassin's Creed 2 came out right after I got it, and I was like, it got a little bit at the end. And then I know everybody hates it now, but I really thought the real world, or not real world, but the present day stuff was neat. But it doesn't actually go anywhere, and now I know that, and it's like, oh. Oop. Potato massive. I'm kind of scared of this fight, actually. With this guy, if you can't tell from the frantic attempts to bomb. This is not how I usually fight this man. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Oh, that was gross. Oh, come on. That was just me being bad. Alright, there we go. That should be a bit better. See, usually I can get so many more bombs from being able to destroy the things, but my shots are pretty limited. Please go down. Oh, please go down. Okay, this is better. Give me the cats. Love the science shot. I really like the design and just the mood of this game. Oh, Anthem is that game that was really proud of no microtransactions, yeah. Which I mean is a good thing, but that's kind of like... Also, how many times have we heard that and then microtransactions happens? I can tell you this game doesn't have microtransactions, though. Ooh. It's gonna be bad. Ah! Every time! Why do I fall for that? Come on, tap tap. You know it's coming. Ah! That was my own fault. Alright. 2 hits with a cat I'm not familiar with. That's... could be worse. We're probably not going to get the 1 credit clear, though. I'll try a little bit infinite mode once we get the character that I'm used to, though. Getting on Switch, but the Daiju version has new features. It's really just the infinite mode. I don't believe that is in the Switch, or the PC version. If you have the Switch and you don't care which one you play it on, I would get it on Switch. But if you only have PC, the PC version is great. I played it before. Infinite score rush things aren't really my favorite anyway. So... I'm probably just most likely to play normal mode, personally. Do those eventually go away? What are you doing, Parker? I just love when I'm streaming and I hear Parker, like, destroying my house. And I can't really do anything about it without, like, dying. Alright, not bad. I love infinite mode, so kind of shame Steam versions have it. Yeah, the Switch version's kind of an enhanced, it's a minorly enhanced port. But it's the new one, so that's why it has that. Ooh. Good position for points, bad position for avoiding. Alright, can we do this? Oh god. Thank you! Oh god. Ah! Frick. Oh man! Oh. Guys, I was 1 second away from a 1 credit clear. 1 second. Oh, 1 bomb. I'll get it eventually, obviously, but... Man. So now I have like the lowest possible ending score. So that's cool. I love them proudly carrying the defeated cryptid. What's this thing called, by the way? Let me look this thing up. What is this thing called? Neko. Yeah. Japanese folklore, Tsuchinoko, literally translated to child of hammer or child of dirt, is a snake-like being. It's present in Japan. Described as being 30 to 80 centimeters in length, similar in appearance to a snake, but the central girth is much wider than its head or tail, having fangs and venom similar to a viper. They just sound like a wide cobra, honestly. Thick boys. Let's see if we can get... Kind of an interesting cryptid, because it doesn't really sound too ridiculous. But this is the drawing one. I like this totally not photoshopped real image. Actually, the ending, literally the ending of this game. This is just an actual image of this game in real life. Wow. It was probably just a snake that ate a big thing. But that's how a lot of like myths and stuff go. Like, somebody saw a real thing but vastly misinterpreted it. Just regular ass legs with the legs off. I should get like an award for having the lowest possible score at the end. It's like, that's a challenge in and of itself, right? Alright, let's try, what is training mode? I never actually oh, it just lets you pick which day, right. Here we go. Eugene is exactly as cat. Exactly as cat as the other cats. All cats is cats. New music for this mode as well, I think. There's actually different poses for that. I don't know why we got the same one 3 times in a row. Some of them crack me up. Crack me up, little buddy. The same one again. I swear there's different there's different ones. Oh my god. They didn't break the RNG, did they? There we go. Wait, can you get 1-ups in this? That might make this more interesting. Whoa. I see like a space for 1-up. I guess we're gonna find out pretty soon. I'm scared to bomb because I might need it. I have no idea what's coming up. Oh, let's do different backgrounds too. I like that one. Oh, you do get one up. Okay. I might be interested in this mode then. I thought it was just like one hit and done. But if it's just you're limited to one life, but you can get a one life every... I'm not sure if that's 1 billion or 100 million. But every red digit, you get a life. That's actually pretty cool then. Ooh. Oh, my bad. I like the different backgrounds are a cool touch. I wasn't... Ugh. I didn't know they had that. I watched the Daydream trailer several times because of the song. Yeah, it's neat. I thought it was going to be a pretty simple extra mode, honestly, but it seems like it's pretty cool. I interrupted the developer scores. Oh, here's the achievements, by the way. Where are they? There we go. I don't know why they have the flow in so slow. Oh, that's not what I went to do. I think you get one of those achievements at the top there for beating the game in each difficulty? Not entirely sure. Beat the game on harder above without continues. Sort of. Ginisuke is ridiculously hard to play as. He's the like super high score, super high difficulty character. I have not beaten the game with him. Not on like a reasonable difficulty anyway. Used to play Endless Mode on Resogun like crazy. Yeah, Resogun's really good. Have I ever streamed Resogun? I don't think I have. I was gonna stream it once, and I think I didn't. But yeah, Resogun's great. It's got a bunch of new stuff now. You know, just a regular selection of regular cats. Like Kairi, Mugi, Miracle, Chiyoko, Eugene, just cats. Just cats being bros. I like Eugene's main attack a lot, though. It's kind of just what you need. It's a little bit directable. It's got the claw shots at the top and bottom for, like, you know, close range, get out of my face stuff. It's got range. It's just a really good balance. And she's got the full screen clear. Resogun's fantastic, and I was honestly kind of glad that like everyone was like, "Oh my god, there's something to play." I was kind of glad that those people would at least get to play Resogun because it feels like a game that would get ignored. Because you know, it's Defender. Not a ton of people are huge fans of that, but it was pretty inarguably. Oh crap! It was pretty inarguably the best game when it launched. And it's still really good. I recommend if you get a PS4, you really need Resogun. Alright, we'll try one more infinite mode. I think the game gives you good luck, by the way. How many games have you played that sincerely wish you good luck every time you start? That's the best one! That's the best one. I really like that she's got different things. Reminds me, we need to do another 100% orange juice stream sometime. Who all in the Discord has 100% orange juice? Or if you're watching and not in the Discord, in which case you can get in the Discord. In fact, since I thought about it, enjoy the music for a second. Oh, Son, that commission looks awesome. If you're not in the Discord, you can hop in right there. Yeah, we should do another 100% orange juice stream sometime. In fact, if somebody has 200% mixed juice, I never got to do a multiplayer thing with that. I still need to do a video of that. 100% orange juice is kind of like the... It's kind of like the Smash Bros of Orange Juice, the developer. They kind of put all of their characters into one game, and it's a board game. And it's pretty neat. Yeah, it's fun for a short stream with people every once in a while. I'd love a Smash version of Orange Juice CBH. Yeah, I'd totally be down for that. Or like a crossover version of Acceleration of Tsurugi with like everybody. I usually like orange juice for the shoot 'em ups. I don't usually do the board game stuff too much. Speaking of, I still have some orange juice shoot 'em ups I need to do streams of. I need to stream I guess I missed the seasonal window of it, but Christmas Shooting Scramble. It's got a bunny as the main playable character, so obviously it's the best game. Yeah, I like orange juice games a lot. Fruit Bat Factory usually brings those over too. There's never been a game with a bun as a plain playable character that was a bad game. It's facts. And no, rabbits do not count as bun. I really think if you're gonna make a shoot 'em up, the first track really sets the mood for the whole game, and I think it really needs to be a really good one. And I like that this one's just so chill. It's not really common that the first track would be a chill thing, or any track in a shoot 'em up would be a chill thing. But I think it fits the game a lot. Ow. All the Gundamonium games. Private Dispositive is another one of my favorite Daoshin developers. I wish they would localize more of their stuff. It's such a pain in the butt to get a hold of their games. Oh, that reminds me, I never did get the, Amazon Japan had an exclusive, Amazon Japan's the only one with a physical copy of Bunny Must Die for PS4. I hope they still have those. I need to get one, but I don't live in Japan, so I would need some kind of service to get that over, and I never bothered setting one of those up. I still want to get that, though. It's one of my favorite games ever. The only game I've ever speedran. Funny enough, it's hideous annoying and rabbits made the game center very well. I'm not surprised. This seems like the sort of game that, like, it's got that kind of like Call of Duty thing where it's like, you know, it can't be that bad. No matter how much people crap on it. I mean, there's a lot of money being put. I mean, maybe not as much money into rabbits as Call of Duty, but like, it's gonna be at least playable. Got Ura route without even trying, which is pretty typical for hard mode. I think you can like. Can you get Ura route on normal? If you can, I think it must be pretty hard. I don't usually get it anyway. I think, is it just 1 million by the time you beat the boss? Anyway, Ura route is like a harder alternate mode. So all of those stages past stage 1 have like different alternate versions. I honestly don't remember. But it's very easy to get on hard mode. In fact, unless you die in the first level, it's like all but guaranteed. Unless you like don't use bombs or something. Oop. One thing with Eugene is you know, she doesn't have like backwards fire, which I guess most of them don't, but I like to keep a bomb ready. Not that that's like ever a bad thing, but especially in hard difficulty. I should be a bit more conservative with my bombs. Bombs are the key to high score, but you lose your score if you get a game over, so. Oh, whatever. I just kind of want to beat the game to get the final cat. Plus one clear of every difficulty mode in the game seems like it'd be appropriate, right? And do you have to keep up the score to keep up on Ura Route, or is it just an optional thing? I might tap out on Ura Route, but I want to at least show the different boss. So I just want to beat and unlock my other character. I want her jacket. It looks so warm. Like, use a warm jacket. Best sprite. It's freaking weather's been terrible here. On Tuesday, it was like nightmare conditions in the morning. Like it was not plowed at all. That was a little bit hairy. Makes sense because we're a cat, right? Some of those explosions are mixed in a little bit too loud. Oh yeah, I really like the medical theme. I like all the tracks though. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna tap out on Ura Route after this. Oh man. Get out of here. Amazing score. Oh. Amazing scores now that I'm gonna be able to one credit clear this. For right now. What's with the torsos? It's you know, doctor stuff. Dr. Kennedy. What did it say? Pediatrician that arrived late? Oh god. Fun thing about this guy is I fought him like twice, so I don't remember what to do. I don't usually do Ura Route. I don't remember how to fight this guy at all. Oh. Whew. Okay. He was cat all along. Should I do Ura Route? I give up. I give up on Ura Route. But I do like how Ura Route gives you like another thing to do, you know. The best way to play these shoot 'em up games, start on easy, start on like, you know, something that's not completely destroying you. First goal is to beat the game. Second goal, try to do a 1 credit clear. Then, you know, see how far you go in the various difficulties. They're an unusual type of game to get into because you kind of gotta set goals yourself. It's not just like a straightforward go through the game one time, then set it down forever kind of thing. If I went to a doctor's office and was full of torsos, you'd probably leave. I mean, what if it was the torso doctor? You know, that specializes in the torso and nothing but the torso. The torso, the whole torso, and nothing but the torso. That's the Hippocratic Oath, right? Gungeon does that too. Yeah, Binding of Isaac is a game that kind of like forces you to play that kind of like, you know, the first time. I really like how it kind of moves the goalposts in a good way. You know, when you first beat Mom in Binding of Isaac, it feels like a real ending and it feels like you really beat the game. But then there's like another new, harder game that ends at Mom's heart, right? And then you go through that, and then you go through the next, and so on. And it feels really satisfying each time, and it feels like you've really beat a game. Instead of like fake outs and stuff. Oh god. Oops. I don't like him sweating all over the place. Wow, that was easy. Eugene does pretty good damage. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna make a bad decision. I didn't know you could go back on Ur route. The gang makes a bad decision. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no! Why is it like this? Oh no! Bad decision! Very bad decision happened. Oh no. This is extra bad with Eugene because I fired to the side. Now everything is coming from the up and the down. I can't help but feel like a badass when I defeat things from like the crap. From like behind with a melee attack. Like, this is one of the coolest, most nonsensical things you can do. It's just a video game thing to do. I love it. I should not have picked Ur route. Okay, this is a bit more normal now. Okay, now it's pretty normal. Uh-oh. Now it's not so normal. Oh god. That was just in the nick of time. Oh god. Oh. It's the sort of level you need to be very judicious with your bomb use. You need to know when to use them, and I don't because I've never played this route before. Not this level, anyway. In the Neko time, yes. Whew. Alright, now are the other bosses different? I still don't remember. These are visually the same. Also, she gets a really good long invincibility period. You don't get the gold pellets for the whole invincibility period, but being alive is more important than score sometimes. Okay, yeah, the boss was the same. I don't think I qualified for Ur route. Yeah, I probably did. It's probably a score requirement then. So yeah, I didn't get it. Because yeah, I lost. I did a continue, so now my score is all off. So that answers that question. Go away, fish. For a brief moment, I wasn't sure if I was going to defeat those fish, but now those fish have like no HP. Realize you're going backwards in the treasure room. Oh god, I shouldn't have read that. Oh no, I'm all messed up. Oh no! No! Probably not, honestly. Didn't lose as many lives as I thought, considering I went to route there, though. Oh, you gotta have sunfish. Honestly, if you're doing a wacky game and you don't have sunfish or moai heads and stuff, what are you doing? Go over to the side more. You're not supposed to be over here. There you go. Get that cannon. Get that cannon out of here. I don't want that here. Get it out of my presence. Just playing chicken with it for a second there. I just thought sunfish were weird and cool. They are. Blech. That black and white one. That's me IRL. Things that aren't supposed to have bullets in hard mode, and it throws me off. Extra bullets, it doesn't really matter. They don't need revenge bullets. Yeah, I really don't think. I really don't think we're gonna beat this. I think I could have done it without Ura mode. We'll at least get to the last level, though. Also, this boss with Eugene is the best. I don't think it's actually possible to run out of bombs and this boss is Eugene. It feels kind of unfair. It's probably not the best way to get score, but it cracks me up, and I do it every time. It's so unfair. Yeah, her bomb lasts a really long time. Well, her invincibility after the bomb. All right. All right, these things do. Some things do revenge bullets. I forgot about that. The pills, in particular, obviously. Bomb, please. Bomb, please. Yes. There we go. Get out of here. Woo. And that is how you do that. I'm sure it's not the best way for score, but I don't like that boss. Oh god. The worst part is I had a bomb after all that mashing and I didn't use it. And the cool thing about Eugene is you can get the bomb back while you are using the first bomb, which I pretty much just did there. And I don't think anybody else can really do that. Where's the bomb meter? It's the thing around me. See, now that it's full and that sound played, I have bomb. Oh, and you know what? We actually may be able to, because I'm Eugene, we actually may be able, we probably will be able to do this. I forgot. Eugene is actually pretty cheap in these last few bosses. Because you can just get literally inside the boss's hurt box and just spam tons of bombs. I don't have a bomb for this though. I knew it was gonna take a hit there. Yeah, this guy is pretty much... you have to have a bomb first, but Sheen is pretty cheap for some of these late bosses, actually. That was pretty good. Alright, I need to refill my water. I'll be right back. After we see the beautiful ending, of course. I love how I just got a 1-up as the world exploded. Best time for a 1-up. Uh-oh, are we media calming? I love her face with the with the cryptid. Yeah, we're media calming. Alright, let me lower the bitrate and see if it stabilizes. I hope you can like hear me say this. Alright, I lowered the bitrate. We're at 10,000 drop frames. Alright, I'm gonna refill my drink. We'll do one more run. Oh. Alright. Be right back. Oh, you guys didn't experience the frame drops? I guess that's good. But yeah, we were getting a little bit of media comm there. Alright. Let's see if we can get a 1 credit clear now. Why is rat above cat and dog on the scoreboard, by the way? I take offense. Rich man, everyone's here. Oh, we got the medal for being hard mode, of course. Alright, so now we have the 6 cats all gathered here. Mugi, Miracle, Shioko, Ginsuki, Eugene, and Kairi. The 6 regular cats. Nothing unusual about any of them. I'll show you Ginsuki. We'll show some infinite mode with him. I'm not doing a full playthrough with him. Like I said, he's the hard to play as, extremely high scoring character. He erases bullets with this thing, and you just get so much gold. It's ridiculous. But also that. Yeah, no ranged attack. What even is his bomb? Wait, does he get a bomb? I don't even remember if... Let me check. Yeah, and you flop like a fish. That is actually pretty fantastic. Yeah, that was... Yeah, the stuttering was definitely... That was Mediacom being Mediacom. That's my internet service provider. Yep, no bombs. That's why... Yeah. So as you can imagine, crazy scores possible, but you have to live to be able to score, so. We'll see how far I go, but I'm not doing a full playthrough with just. Don't you just enjoy the? I just love the like audio-visual experience we're having here. A catfish flopping around and erasing billions of bullets. As this song in particular happens, and it's like a field of daisies. Main problem isn't the bullets, but the fact this sword actually has terrible DPS. Yeah, yeah, there's that too. Melee characters in Platinum dispositive games usually deal crazy damage, but or at least have some benefit. Like the advanced mode character in Whoa! Don't knock my drink over, please. Yes. 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 In Gun Deadly is she slows time while you're dealing damage with the melee attack, and yes. Get your tail out of my face. Yeah, I don't like playing as him at all. Eugene is kind of the overpowered gameplay-wise one, and Shinosuke is the overpowered score-wise character. It's pretty much if you have a bomb, Eugene is going to live through anything. As long as you don't use them at bad times, which I managed to do pretty often. Some crazy Shinosuke scores. Yeah, yeah, his score potential is completely nuts. And I'd love to see, I bet there probably are some on YouTube. Some playthroughs of him. I would want to see one with like hand cam though. You gotta have the hand cam. Funny thing is, you're more likely to get a hand cam on the stream than you are to get face cam. Speaking of, I will get. I'm not joking about the Parker cam on Patreon. If we get 200 bucks a month, I will get a webcam and we'll have video. We'll have Parker cam on the streams when he's actually here, which he is right now. And surprisingly, being non-disruptive. His tail is flicking on my hands, which is not helpful, but he's at least not blocking the screen. Would you calm your tail down a bit, buddy? Oh no, he's like, well, since you said I'm not blocking the screen, I'm actually gonna sit up now. Would you go over here? Parskins. Yes. How's the 60 FPS, by the way? I haven't really been streaming a lot of 60 FPS lately because of the Mediacom situation, but I figured for a bullet hell game, kind of relevant. No Ura route this time. How close are we to Parker Cam? I think 30 bucks a month. I think we're at like, let me just bring it up. I can't pause during this. Love Eugene's stoic expression. Yeah, it seems to be, I dropped the bitrate down a little bit and it seems fine. I think Mediacom is better than it was, but we still get some dips and it's still really frustrating. But I think streams are mostly safe now. It's just annoying. Yeah, we're 170 a month. So remember, even a buck helps. If you're not aware of my Patreon, for $1 you get monthly Parker pictures, and you get cutting room floor videos of just like videos I screwed up or like didn't want to publish. Ow. It's kind of like a blooper reel but unedited. I don't know what else to call it. For $5 you get early videos, fully edited. There's also an option to sponsor a video. Nobody's taken me up on that yet, and I don't know if that will say an incentive or a tier, because I don't know if I would necessarily enjoy it, but I figured For 40 bucks, you can make me play any game as long as it's 10 bucks or less. Or if you provide the game, of course. So if you really want to see me play Fortnite, you can see it, but I will make you pay to make me suffer. Or you can make me play a game that I would actually like. That would be preferable. But I'll see how it goes. Game's really nice quality, by the way. Alright, cool. I lower it down to 720p, which doesn't matter a huge amount for a live stream. But other than that, it's... I just love how fast Eugene cuts through some of these bosses. It's not really ideal for score, because you kind of want them to be alive to erase bullets. But if you want a 1 credit clear, Eugene is your cat. I think she does the most damage. I could be wrong. Kyrie seems to do pretty good. Miracle, I think, is like the... I don't usually use Miracle. I assume Miracle does pretty well as well. Oops. I kind of didn't realize I was swarming right into the middle of a bunch of those. Could have been bad. Parker, would you calm your tail down? You're like... He's doing that thing where, like, if you touch a cat's tail, they, like, want to flick it. But it keeps flicking back into me, so he just keeps flicking it more and more. Uh-oh. I've made mistakes. You really want to have the bomb ready for those stupid things. I should probably just, like, not shoot those. Frick. For some reason, I have more trouble with this stage than I have with the very end stages. I guess it's the revenge bullets from those things mostly. And the frickin' torsos have crazy amounts of bullets. One credit clear, dreams are probably dead. But it's still practice. Not really a big deal. Obviously, if I just wanted to get the 1 credit clear, like, achievement, I could just do it real quick. Well, there's one for each difficulty. But obviously, I could get one pretty easy on easy mode. Who would thunk? Speaking of vaccination, there's some outbreak in, like, the Portland area in like, an anti-vaxxer enclave, and it's like...
Oh wow, who could have possibly have predicted such a situation? Oh no!
Get your goddamn vaccines. Get your flu, your measles. Get your shingle vaccine too, because I actually got shingles. It's absolutely horrible. Worst 2 weeks of my life. I didn't even know they had a vaccine for it. Yeah, it was definitely the worst medical thing I've had to deal with. There was none. Yeah, it was a measles outbreak. Anti-vaxxers, freaking nuts. It's like saying no to, like, indoor plumbing. Like, no, actually, I think it was nice when people, like, died because they drank from, like, unsafe wells and, like, river water. I don't think, you know, I just think humans should die a lot more often than they do, so I'm gonna do everything I can to myself and my kids to make sure that we die. Yeah, shingles is freaking weird. I don't even understand fully why it happens, because usually if you clear, you know, once you've had a virus once, your immune system is not able to get it again. Like, or you're the opposite of that. Your immune system, you know, knows to prevent it. I'm not sure what the deal is with shingles exactly. Okay, Parker. Parker is licking himself right in front of the character, and I can't see. Would you? Could you lick yourself literally anywhere but here? What compels you to lick yourself 1 foot in front of me? There's so much house. There's a whole house here. He's looking at me like human. Don't question my methods. Parker, at least sit down, please. Thank you. You just had to talk it out. So this level is so much easier on hard mode than the prior one. There's not really a lot of stuff that does bullets. I mean, it's kind of always like that. It's kind of just like a free points level. Honestly, it's probably the easiest level. Even boss included. At least on hard mode. Though it's pretty free on most things, Parker. Don't get me killed on the level I was knocking for being easy. That would be bad. You just get so many free bombs from the, oops. Rest in peace, free bomb.
You get so many free bombs.
Oops. Oh god. I should have been able to do another bomb there. I don't know why I couldn't. I love how ridiculously fast Eugene kills things. It's really not ideal for score. In fact, whoa. Barger just shot up to his feet to lick his arm very urgently. Like, the president was gonna get shot if he didn't lick that spot just there. Scratch that side. Give the front paw a little lick. There you go. Would you sit down again, please? It was nice to like be able to play for a little bit. Like having easy stages in midway, especially the next level, is way tougher. Yeah, difficulty doesn't always need to be like a smooth ramp up. Like, sometimes it's good to be able to take a breather and stuff. Would you sit down, please? I'm trying to play a game. Would you sit? Why? Why do you have to lick? Lick somewhere else, please. You don't have to do that here. There's no benefit to doing that here. Why do you do this? Oh yeah, tower defenses are always about the little breaks. Okay, Parker. If you try to get him down, he like tries to bite at you, but then he leaves anyway. It's like, no, I was gonna leave anyway, but I'm not gonna let you put me down on the floor. Oops, that was dumb. Time to mom. Hey, making. Oh god. There's good and bad times to look at chat tap tap. Get faint grease on my thumbstick here. Oh god. That was actually really close. I'm sorry for the bomb spamming noise, but with Eugene, I swear I was pressing bomb. With Eugene, it's kind of a thing. That was such a stupid hit to take. Me, IRL. Alright. Death mode, you're bombing, you're dead. Yep, definitely. I wish I had a better sense of exactly how long the bomb invincibility takes. I'm just not used to it again yet. Doing good though. Back to 3 lives. What? Oh, I thought I had a bomb already. You don't start with a bomb, do you? Even if you left off the last level. Oh, crap. That was like a free life completely wasted. I just assumed I still had that bomb from the last level. Again, a lot of people ask, like, how can you even play games like this? And the big thing really is practice. Anybody can get as good as I am, which is really not truly amazingly good. This is me pretty rusty. I've beaten this game before. Yeah, I beat the game in the sitting, but I haven't played a lot of bullet hell games lately. I was playing a little bit of Eschatos the other day. Love Eschatos, but I wish it was clear about where your hitbox is. Frick! Aw, man. Rest in peace. 1 credit clear dreams. The avoidable hits feel so much worse. Oh, thank God. Alright. Wait, what? Wait. What happened? Wait, what happened there? I've never seen him, like, just skip his second phase like that. Oh. Was that what 1C? Yeah, 1cc, 1 credit clear. Don't use a continue, basically, which means don't lose your score for the most part. Some games will do things like your score gets cut in half or whatever. Usually it just loses all your score if you use a credit. Yeah. Getting 1 credit clear feels really good. In some games it's not really practical. This game is a very reasonable game in terms of, as long as you're not using Genosuke. On hard mode, you get lives back pretty quickly, or at a pretty good rate. There's 2 stages. You can skip the second if you kill the bottom part. Now you kill them both in a row. I'm just gonna be cheap. That's the proper way to, like, milk that boss with Eugene, by the way. There's probably an even better way, even with Eugene, but not hitting him directly, so he kind of only takes damage from the bomb. You can just get stupid amounts of extra stuff. Of course, your score is still never going to match the catfish. I'm offended by that, honestly. I'm a little upset. That was rude. That was rude. Wish you could focus more on the music in this stage. But it's really short before you get to the final boss's track. Oh god. I'm sorry for the noises. It's hard not to. There's no feeling worse than doing a reflex bomb and not having a bomb. Especially when you're really bad at doing reflex bombs like I am. I always press the bomb button just a little bit too late. Where did this cryptid get this nuke anyway? I feel like that's missing from the lore. I think hitting a bomb but still getting hit is worse. When that's a thing, yes. Don't believe that can happen with any of the characters. His neck is kind of broken. So kind of the saving grace of like a 1-credit clear in hard mode in this is you can see I used a credit in the final level and I still got 3 extra lives during that. I always appreciated when auto bomb is an option though. I think that's a really good accessibility feature to have. Kind of depends on how your game is set up. I think this game would be a bit too cheap to let you auto bomb. But when bombs are pretty limited in resource, like in this game you can bomb like 30 plus times per level. But when you have like 2 bombs per level and you get them pretty rarely, and they're just basically live replacements, it can be nice to have an option to just auto bomb. You know, you gotta know that you're gonna get hit, and you gotta be willing to make that call. I need to use this bomb now. And my brain is usually like, no, I'm not gonna get hit, and then I get hit. It's a spaceship, not a nuke. I mean, it looks like a nuke. I love Eugene's scoreboard listing, or little icon there. Mugi's is pretty good too. Oh, is that you in the Discord, by the way? I have Discord like barely open over in the corner. Thanks for popping in, if so. I always really appreciate when somebody from the team pops in for a stream. That's always really fun. Oh, speaking of, in our Occupy White Walls stream, we'll have somebody from the White Walls Occupy White Walls team to answer questions and stuff in the chat. So pop in for that one too. Let me get a link to that. I'm not done streaming here. I don't know when I'll be done streaming. I never really know with a shoot 'em up game. Yeah, here we go. It'll be February 3rd, so that's still a little while. But the Occupy Wall stream should have somebody from the team. That's like an art gallery MMO. It's really interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. Oh god. Best score. Best score. Oh right, I need to remember. Okay, you can quick reset. That's gonna be useful for that. I was trying to see if I could build up a bomb first without using those, and that was a ill-conceived idea. Oh, I pressed the bomb button. Did you hear that? I could swear I heard the bomb, like, using sound. Wait, how do... Oh. I need to remember this reset button. Does that even work if you already got hit? Alright, let's try this. Okay. Got it. It's harder to do the quick reset the way it's set it up, but... The way I set it up, rather. But that's exactly why I set it up, because I accidentally restarted at the beginning of the stream. I accidentally restart like halfway into the game too. Also, I appreciate that endless mode appears to be like medium difficulty instead of hard mode. Though maybe that changes. Ooh. It probably gets harder per wave. This feels like the opening to like a completely surreal anime. What was that? Why is that? Why were they black and green? They're like Joker meat sausages. I don't think those are safe for human consumption. It really has that anime opening vibe to it. But did you see those meats? There was not safe for human consumption meats, which I guess is fine considering we're just blowing it up anyway. But that previous set of meats, something was wrong. I feel so relieved when I hear the new, when I hear the life sound now in this mode. I feel like it should deal just slightly more damage when you get the little scribble one. Gooby, please. Gooby. Okay, I think it's working. That was weird. OBS, I had to fully close OBS. I couldn't, it wouldn't reconnect. Even though my internet seems fine, it just died. I don't know how much of that you missed. I tried to pause as soon as I saw that the stream went down. That's weird. 3 waves gone? Oh well. That's longer than I thought, but... That was weird. And I'm not dropping any frames now. It's like OBS crapped out, not my internet, but I don't know. OBS has been giving me some grief. I think it might have been because I used Hibernate instead of doing a clean restart. I think OBS might have been open when I hibernated, but it ate a half-hour video. It didn't even start recording it, and it just lied to me that it started recording, and I was upset. And that was my second time at trying to record that video too. I haven't yet re-recorded that because I'm still pretty annoyed about it. Ow. It's getting a little bit hairy here, but we're gonna get another one up real quick. Now, whenever this stream difficulty is doing a refresh, assuming, you know, the stream seems to be back from other people's comments, a refresh will usually fix it. YouTube, for some reason, doesn't seem to be the best at reconnecting. Ooh. Okay, I like this mode more than I thought I would. I will admit, this is a pretty good mode. I didn't expect to be able to get one up. And that makes it a lot more bearable for somebody like me. I guess it'd be pretty freaking intense to be like one hit. How much score can you get before you take a single hit? But for some reason, that's what I had in my brain. I'm glad I bothered to try it for the stream. Ow. Oh god. We're getting kind of intense now, though. Oh! Aw! Did I get an achievement? Oh. 50 waves? Oh, I didn't even know that. Cool. There's just... Wave 53. Not terrible. I wonder, what's the, Switch version has scoreboards too, right? How do I... Yeah, leaderboards, here we go. Let's see what ridiculous scores people have. Oh wait. Is this local only? Huh, does Switch version not have... Actually, does the PC one have? I thought it did. I could be wrong. Local only on Switch? Alright. Oh yeah, it probably uses the Steam. Steam has built-in stuff for that. And I can appreciate not wanting to roll that yourself because of cheating and all that stuff. Well, I guess it's hard to cheat on a console thing, but I would never want to design one of those things myself. Program one of those things. I'm a programmer myself, and yeah. Continue on aspect of original. Oh yeah, and for those of you stinky beasts that want to stretch the graphics so they fit the whole screen, there is a mode for that. Let's see how it looks. Yeah. It's squished. If that's what you want to do to yourself, you can do it. But please don't. Oops. Oh, I might stream Magic Hat sometime, by the way. I guess I did one video of it, but it gets a lot deeper than I thought. It's a pretty big game, actually. What was I gonna do? I was gonna check out the achievements. I think I'm like halfway for achievements. I'm so glad that the Swordmaster achievement is any difficulty in any number of achievements, or continues. Because I would never get it otherwise, but I can probably do that. Death Cat, I can totally do that. By the way, I assume this came out in 2018 on, in Japanese. I think it launched. I wasn't that late, right? I was a little late. I think I'm only a couple weeks. Beat secret mid-boss of stage 6. Oh yeah. Wait until last boss self-destructs. Yeah, there's a common thing in these games is to have kind of a pacifist mode, partially just to avoid or limit boss milking. Sometimes it actually gives you more points if you defeat the boss by a timeout. Bullet Heaven 2 was like that. It's all about grazing and getting those points. Fate of Modern Method. Damage. No, it didn't quite do that one. Reach wave. Oh dang! Wave 100. I'm pretty close on there on achievements already, though. Which I mean, like I said, I've played this for quite a few hours on. Not like a crazy amount, but according to Steam, 9 hours, and probably some of that is idle, but still, I've played this a few times. Let's 1 credit clear for sure. Let's just go through normal mode, or hard mode, I guess it is. I just want a 1 credit clear once tonight. Oh, ew, no. There we go. Well, it's been a fun stream. Probably after this run. If I get my 1 credit clear, I'll probably call it for tonight. I do have, you know, I got work tomorrow. I got a stream tomorrow, and I might do a video after this. I don't know. Depends how my voice is feeling, I guess. I need to finish up Hive Swap though. More videos of Suits coming pretty soon, by the way. I got a full playthrough of that already. Japan a bit earlier last year. Yeah, that's what I figured. Is this Fruit Bat Factory's first console release game, by the way? I asked that earlier. I forget if it was answered. Sorry if it was. Yeah, Suit should be pretty cool. About 2 weeks ago. I thought I was being clever. I should have redeemed it earlier. I got the EU code for this game, and when I tried to put it into the American account by mistake, it said it wasn't released yet, so I waited for the US release date to try to put it in then, and it still didn't work, so I was too clever by half. Apparently, Nintendo Switch just gives you the wrong error code if you try to put in the wrong region of code. I guess they just didn't expect you to ever do that. It gives you a totally incorrect error message. Which is a shame, but I made a second account, which, as a reviewer, you're just gonna collect regional accounts. I have a Japanese, a UK, and a North American account on PlayStation, so I'm sure I'll eventually have all 3 on Switch too. Sometimes you just get, you know, European codes just come first, or that's all they bother to do, or, you know, whatever. Obviously, but usually because, you know, it's a studio in Europe. That's usually why I've ended up with European codes instead. I mean, thankfully, everything's region free now, so it's not a big deal. You just have to have a second account. Codes work a bit weird for Switch compared to PC. Yes, for Steam, it's all just the same thing. Like, Steam technically has region locks. Like, games in Russia are like super cheap on Steam, just because Russians would never pay. Just because, you know, economics and all that crap. And different piracy rates in different countries and such. You know, China, piracy, a bit more of a thing than America. But the codes are all the same thing, which is pretty nice. Especially when you get, like, a few dozen codes in the mail a week. It's also very nice to be able to put those in on PC, finally. Can't redeem the Switch codes until the game pages go live. Oh, really? Oh, so that... That was weird. My throat just didn't want to talk for a second there. Huh. Usually if you get a code, you can activate it immediately. On Switch or on Steam, there's actually two kinds of codes, and sometimes people pick the wrong ones. Some codes are review codes and go live early, and some of them are launch, like release codes, and only go live once the game is out. I didn't know that Switch didn't have early ones. That's weird. Because on PlayStation it does. But there's always something a little weird. Codes are a great mystery. I've gotten the wrong region codes multiple times. Twice in a row. Once I got, or no, it was I got the Switch version, or not the Switch, the Vita version instead of the PS4 version twice. And I was like, I really hope you don't think I'm a scammer or something here, but that code didn't work again. I always dread having a code issue. They're not particularly uncommon, unfortunately. But there's so many scammers out there. I like to think I'm pretty obviously the real deal. Having your own domain name is, I think, a pretty big... I mean, they cost $12 a year. I mean, come on. If you're even reasonably legit YouTuber and you've made, you know... That was a ridiculously stupid death. If you like literally ever made money off of YouTube, you should be able to have like a URL and not like use, you know, realyoutubes.com at hotmail.com. Real. Or like Gmail. True Bad Factory ready game on PS3? Oops. Need to replace this stupid desk. I was gonna do it when my second floor was fixed, and that didn't really ever end up happening. I have this bigger desk from IKEA that I never set up, and I should probably just do. I don't know where I'd stick this desk though, until I get my upstairs. Hopefully that will happen like sometime this year, but that's, you know, what I've said for the last several years. I always thought that having landlords was supposed to mean you had to worry less about, you know, your house and stuff. Turns out that's not always the case. Oh yeah, and Yusenki, is that the fighting game or is that something else? I thought Tagisa published the fighting thing. I might be thinking of the wrong. Oh, you can get thingies from that. I didn't know that. There was none. My heating's really having trouble keeping up with the freaking awful cold. I think the high for next week is supposed to be in the negative. It's awful. Strategy visual novel. Oh, yeah, that's, yeah. I'm thinking of something else. Actually, I think there were characters from that in a fighting game, which is why I thought fighting game. Yeah, that's the World Conquest whatever thing. Speaking of strategy game, there's a spiritual successor, like, Advance Wars kind of situation that I might be streaming pretty soon. Son, do you remember what I requested a code for? I don't remember the name of it. It's by Chucklefish. Stardew Valley devs. Chucklefish, I always think of a different word after fish. Or after chuckle, when I read Chucklefish. I wonder when the first time I will refer to him as something other than Chucklefish on stream or something. I love the hypnotic, like, rows of meat in this place. It also kind of reminds me of Silent Hill 2. We gotta stream that someday, by the way. Wargroove, that's the one, Wargroove. Might do a Wargroove stream around, or on, or around launch. I think that's after, yeah, that's before my Occupy White Walls stream. It's been fun to get back into streaming. I have so many games that I've been meaning to play or to stream. It's weird, some of my messages don't appear in chat with others. Oh, you gotta go in YouTube. In fact, I need to change that. YouTube has this dumb thing called Pop Chat, and it usually doesn't matter. Squeak. That or maybe it's one of my filters things, but YouTube has this top chat thing, and sometimes things don't show up in live chat. Weird. Do you have an example of something? Maybe it's my filters acting up. I do have some word filters on YouTube. Maybe they're messing things up? If you're in the Discord, you can post whatever's there. You can post whatever you said there, or like, huh. Oh, I see it. Apparently my earlier message is invisible in chat. Second console. Oh no! Oh no, guys, I know what it is. I block the word first on YouTube because people go, first comment! And apparently that applies to live chat too. Oh man, I guess I have to take that filter off because that's a really common word, obviously. Oh, that sucks. Hold on. Sorry about that. Come on, YouTube. Why? That should be two different things. I don't want to block live chat messages like that. Alright, I'm just gonna delete all of my blocked words. In before regret. Wait, block new links. Hold on. Hold potentially inappropriate chat message. Here's the thing, it's supposed to hold inappropriate chat messages for review. It's not supposed to block them. But whatever, I'll just clear out that list. This is the first and only time you'll ever hear me say this, but somebody that's not a mod, please say first in chat. It's not a huge deal. I like to pre-moderate so the first comments don't show up. But I read all my comments so I can do that. Alright. Alright, it works. Man, that's so dumb! They really need... I'll send them a feedback on that. That's so dumb. I wonder how many messages have been deleted before we found that out. Because I remember somebody saying like their messages weren't always coming up before. And I was wondering if it was the chat things, but once I saw first, I was like, oh my god, that's what's happening, isn't it? Eugene has to be the best character for a speedrun of this game, though. Though I'm not really sure why you would speedrun instead of score run, considering the difference between a regular run and a speedrun is probably like, you know, a few minutes. I can understand why people find it less, you know, entertaining to watch, but I would like to see like a shoot 'em up marathon. I love shoot 'em ups. I guess maybe they're more fun to play than watch. I don't know. But they have tricks a lot similar to, you know, speedruns and stuff. Ow. Blech. She sounds like how I feel when I bump into something. When YouTube does too good a job at blocking a word. See, here's the thing. Here's what I thought. When somebody posts a comment that has a message in that block thing, it goes into a review queue, and so like I can either let it post or I can delete it before somebody sees it. In live chat, there is a thing like that too, but apparently if a live chat message matches that thing, it just deletes it instead of letting mods review it, which is so dumb. That's not how I thought that worked at all. The first time that YouTube comments have ever been too well moderated. It's still funny every time. I wonder how many people have like posted in chat and thought they were being ignored because they said like first in some like innocuous context. That's so dumb. Oh, YouTube, you try. Sometimes too much, sometimes not nearly enough. Oh well. Now I'll be sending somebody a feedback about that one. Also, you totally don't need to mash the bomb button like I do. You can just wait for the sound and press it. I want that extra, like, millisecond. I probably used it the first time, yes, it was our first console release too. Oh yeah, that would be, oh, that's gotta be why I missed it too, yeah. Yeah, first has been in my block list this whole time. It's a super common word, but like, for normal YouTube comments, it's really annoying when people post it, but for live chat, I can't have that. Brave. So brave. Yeah, they don't show up in the review queue like I thought they would. You would think that you would notice like a common word never being used in chat, but like, I mean, there's a lot of words. How would you notice that? Don't mess this up now. So I hope this is one of those games that gives you all the like lower level achievements, like the lower difficulty achievements. Early on in the PS3 era, games weren't always very good about that. And they would like want you to play on easy mode even if you beat on hard mode. It's like, please don't. Not like streamers respond to every comment. Yeah, that's why like it's really hard to figure things out like that. Like, I remember somebody once commented that things weren't being shown. And we couldn't figure out why. And it's like, if you're like, hey, it seems like every time I say first, it doesn't show up in the comments, and then I wouldn't see that. That's why it said to post in the Discord. Oh well, at least we, fixed it. Also had various swears in there, but the swears, like YouTube has an auto, like, hide before, like, it'll give it into like a review queue that people swear and stuff, which is sort of helpful. Oh, and I also loaded it up with a bunch of words for, yes! Spider-Man. I think I removed those though, but people kept trying to spoil Spider-Man, which is usually a thing anytime I play a AAA game. If you play a AAA game on like the first couple days of release, people will try to spoil it. In fact, somebody posted inaccurate spoilers in my Horizon Zero Dawn stream. But of course, you don't know if spoilers are real or not until, you know. So I'm very sorry to anyone that I may have inadvertently ignored due to the stupid block thing. Even more reason, those birds have a lot of HP. Even more reason to dislike first comments. I still can't believe that's such a thing. And people do it, like people that like genuinely like pop into streams and like engage and like post on comments will post first. I'm like, why do you do that? It's dumb. Hi, Parker. Yes. You're a noisy boy. You want belly pets? I'm doing a fight. I'm doing a boss fight, Parker. I'll pet the belly in a second. Spoilers are a serious crime. Yes, they really are. I don't usually boss melt, but it's so easy It's so easy and it's so funny. Does her bomb even damage him? I can't really tell. If you don't understand why I dislike boss milking, you might appreciate it now. My thumb's just starting to get sore. It's usually not quite this easy. I assume bosses have a time limit on this, right? I'll stop damaging your ears with that. I feel so sorry for this boss. He's trying his best, and I just don't even care. I'm just here for the boss milk. Sweet, sweet jugs of boss milk. Oh, there he goes. That's definitely the most cats I have ever had. Sad thing is, despite all of that, Inosuke is still gonna beat my score. Because he's just ridiculous. But honestly, you deserve the crazy score. If you can actually beat the game as him in hard mode. First step to having a Inosuke score is not to die. Yeah, that's a pretty hard limiting factor for him. Plan to have a bomb by now. No! What? Oh. Usually if you just move around the borders, you're safe for that. Thumb is starting to get a little bit tired, so it's only so long you can play these in one sitting. And crap, I no longer have an accurate count for how long I've been streaming either, because I had to close OBS. Oh, wait, I started at 6. It's 2.5 hours. 2 and 45. I love this, like, give you bombs attack that he does. Especially considering he does it right before the, like, crazy high score attack. Like, honestly... Oh. I didn't expect him to have collision. I didn't expect him to have collision during that. One of the most generous final bosses, honestly. Except this final thing is a nightmare for anybody that isn't Eugene. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the score. If you got one pink letter, you know you have a billion. There's a CG at the end of the credits you only see on 1cc for each cat. Really? I didn't know that. That's awesome. I'll have to try to see all of those. I love things like that. Well, unless they're like unreasonably hard to get. But not for a game that takes like, what is this, like 20 minutes per playthrough? I feel like some attacks could be designed just to give you easy bombs. Oh yeah, totally. The boss is definitely designed to give you some degree of goodies. Alright, it is one of the ones that give you all the lower level achievements. Yeah, I like the different colored, like... Oh, right, I remember this, yeah. I forgot, Is that the snake? That's Kyrie over there. Hi, Parker, yes, you want the melly bets. You should play this game, Parker. Ew, your foot is wet. He likes drinking with his feet, so his feet are always wet. It's just water on his foot, but still. I'll have to try to get, I'll have to get 1 credit clear for everybody else, too. I usually just play as Eugene. Oh, my 1 credit clear for Shinosuke is gonna be painful. Oh, right, you get a big boy medal if you get a 1 credit clear, don't you? Forgot about that. Alright, fun stream, thanks for stopping in. Jackie? Is that how you say that? I'm the worst with names, like, ever. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Oh, calm your body. Calm yourself. Parker just flipped out. Jinisuke 1000 waves in infinite mode. Don't expect that from my stream anytime soon. Yeah, that's Neko Navy. Thanks for stopping into the stream. Streaming Kingdom Hearts 1 tomorrow. Not sure what to stream this weekend. I thought Kingdom Hearts came out tomorrow. Or wait, no, I thought Kingdom Hearts came out a different time next week. Hi, Parskins. Wait, no, I did think Kingdom Hearts came out tomorrow. So I don't have streams planned for this weekend, but I'll find something. I don't think I've ever let this track play this long. Yeah, always glad to have Parker. Yes.
Got you open.
Huh. It does come out tomorrow in Japan. Yeah, Google told me it came out on the 25th, and I didn't bother to check if that was the US region release date, because I figured, you know, a Kingdom Hearts of all games would have a worldwide release, because spoilers, but apparently not, so that's cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good night, and Parker currently demands attention, so I need to tend to that. Hi, Parker. Tail! There's tail on my face. His tail has like nose-seeking technology. He whips it directly into my like allergy-laden nose.